For coming. I have a question. Actually, I have like two questions. First is about the popular perception of Salam Fayyad. I've heard him charged by Hamas as kind of being a collaborator, but he's very popular in the West. People see him as doing real state-building activities, and I'm curious to hear from you what kind of the general consensus on him is. And my second question is, you mentioned the Arab Spring, this kind of uprising and upheaval all around the Arab world, which is pretty characteristic by self-criticism of these governments that have abused their power for so long. Is that same self-criticism apparent in Palestinian society of their own leaders when it comes to achieving an independent state and being part of the Arab Spring?
First of all, when we talk about Salam Fayyad is being viewed, generally speaking, as a person who makes it to his work. You know, he said that he's going to build the infrastructure of the state, and he did well in that side, better than whatever the Palestinian Authority have done in the past 10 or more years, 20 years actually. Huh? Yeah, that's good for who's counting. Okay. So for the past 17 years, more or less, of building like a strong infrastructure that can eventually end up being a state. Now, when it comes to like the term collaborator, that's a big issue and that's a big deal. You know, like some people would consider me as a collaborator now that I am between you. You know, they go like, oh no, the Israelis, they killed your friend. What's wrong with you? You know, and like the very first people who did that are actually my family. The first time I went home and I was telling them about me joining the One Voice movement and all of that stuff, my dad kicked me out of the house for 2 weeks. And I was not allowed to talk to my mom, to my brothers, to my sisters, or anybody else, because he thought that I had like a cancer that's going to start spreading into the family. You know? No, seriously, this is how much people are being affected with their own fears without even like leaving the space for logic. And this is where I believe our role comes, to educate people more about things, and it's not either white or black. There may be shades of gray in the middle, or at least take that into consideration. You know. Now, you asked another thing about this.